Hey everyone, Mark here from Visual Pro Detailing. Today we're going to be talking about how to remove swirl marks from a vehicle. We got a, let's see, this 2015 Power Stroke, and it's got all types of nasty swirl marks in it. Let's look at a little close-up with the camera here real quick. Alright, so it's got some pretty heavy swirls. This vehicle's never been compounded or polished of any kind before, and we're going to try to simplify and demystify. So whenever we are removing swirl marks through the paint correction process, people tend to totally overcomplicate this. And the real gist of paint correction is that it's time consuming, okay? Anyone can do it. If you purchase the tools, if you get the practice, if you get the process down, anyone can do it, but it is time consuming, the actual process. So what I'm gonna be using is a Rupes Mark III dual action polisher. I've got the Rupes wool blue cutting pad, really nice cutting pads. It's gonna be able to level all of these, or most of these swirl marks. Some of these are much deeper into the surface, and we would probably have to do either many steps of compounding or wet sand to get all of it out. But we're going to try to go for about a 90% improvement in the swirl marks in just a small section here in one run of the polisher. So I'm going to be doing about 4 passes that are going to be horizontal and then 4 passes vertical, and I'm going to switch them each side, okay? I'm going to be using Koshchem Heavy Cut H901, okay? This is a really nice compound. It is silicone free. It's made by Koshchem, which is a fantastic German company. Low dusting product. You can use whatever you like. When it comes to products, compound polishes, they're all very similar. Being a professional detailer that deals with these products on a day-to-day basis, I kind of go with what I like. Now I'm gonna put about 5 little bigger than pea-sized drops on the polisher. And okay, newsflash, there's no magic to how the compound is spread. So I'm gonna put my polisher on one, and then I'm going to spread it just over a section right here in the middle, because I don't like putting tape on paint. Ooh, yeah, not a good idea. And then I'm going to compound this section, and then we're going to come in it with the lights, and you can kind of see the process, see my arm speed, and all that stuff while we do it. Okay, let's have some fun. Spreading the polish. All right, I'm going to kick the speed up a little bit. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Slow it down. 8 passes. And let's look, see what we've got here. Nice auto fiber towel. Remove the compound residue. Ooh-wee. Looking a ton better. There are a few little things down here that are deeper into the surface. Overall, if you look at this from a cost, return on investment, strategy, whatever, time spent strategy, I spent about 2-3 minutes, maybe a little longer, doing those 8 section passes, and I got about a 90% improvement in the condition of the paint. Now, yeah, I could clean my pad with compressed air, load up again and maybe get a little bit more correction, but for a 2-step correction, because I'll have to follow this with a little bit of a polish, getting 90% improvement on a vehicle, that's fantastic. Now, if you, being the owner of the vehicle, if you're doing this yourself, or your customer is wanting more correction than that, and they're really wanting to get as much perfection out of the paint as possible, you can continue going. Keep compounding, make sure the surface stays cool. There's like barely any heat at all with that Rupes wool pad. But very simple process here, and I got 90% plus improvement in the condition of the paint. It's great. The day, it's such a day and night difference between what it looked like before and what it looks like now. Sometimes we totally overcomplicate this in the detailing industry, on the detailing videos. This is something that most people, they're gonna see this, the swirls, not swirls, swirls, not swirls, and they're gonna go, oh my God, the difference is just absolutely huge. That looks so much better. And when you're doing this for yourself, when you're doing this for your client, yeah, you want to make as much an improvement as possible, but this is also very thin clear coat. I don't want to spend 6 hours polishing this one panel because I'm going to be taking this razor thin clear coat and I'm really going to be taking a lot off of it to do that much. But to do this and then follow up with a polish, which is going to clean up any micro marring and hazing, it's also going to take anything that was almost leveled out through my compounding step and remove all of that. It's a fantastic result. You can be a paint polisher also. You can make your paint look better. You need some tools, you need some research, you need a good process, but with a good process and with some time spent, now time spent, there's the outlier here. I'm gonna probably have 10 plus hours compounding and polishing this truck by the time it's all said and done. Why? This truck is huge. It's huge, and that process, I can't really speed up that process. It takes as long as it takes to do the process properly. So there's a little intro on paint correction, removing swirl marks. You need a polisher, you need some pads, you need some compound, and you need some time and a decent process to make it look right. Let's get a little up close of the surface here so you can kind of see what was done. Here's the unpolished section by the door handle here. And here, where we compounded. Nice, clean, mostly defect-free paint.